All right. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, sorry about a moment ago. We're back and we're once again just going to see if we get a couple of people on here. If not, it's not a big deal. Now, the a couple of announcements. First, as you guys see on the screen here, we launched a new website. I want to thank David Calderwood of Euro Pacific Media. He redid our website. I think it looks great. But along with the new website, we also have it's just a new design, a couple of other things, and a couple of new, not new, but more easily accessible offers that we didn't have before. So this is how this is for now. Another big thing is um, we are officially gone. We are out of New Jersey, not gone. We are out of New Jersey, and this means that the next live session that we do will probably be the week of August 1st. Probably that Saturday, the 6th, or whatever that date is going to be. And it's because we'll be in Indiana at that point, which is really really exciting for us. It's a big move for me. It's a big move for my family, and it's going to mean a lot more live training, live events, and if all goes well and we're able to find a location, probably around October, we will be opening on-site training that'll be servicing primarily the Midwest, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Iowa, Ohio, and we'll be spending a lot of time doing on-site training out there. All right, we'll continue to work all over the country. That doesn't mean that we won't. It's just that you'll probably see a lot more live training, and we're hoping to opening up a full-on training center where our clients can come to us as often as we can go to them. And we have a lot of big things, a couple of very important partnerships coming up as well. So, couple of the new services that we are offering. We are here. We have our territory optimization. We've offered this for quite a while, but as part of a bigger package. And this, it's very popular. It's very detailed, very thorough. But what we've done is have made it. We've made it more accessible to people. So we greatly reduced the price. All right. So our basic package at this point now starts at $650. All right, and that it's down here. So here you go. So you guys can see. All right, and that's those reports that we go through where we take a really deep dive and specifically work with your area, your conditions, whatever criteria we will work with, and we do this for recruitment as well as for client and for marketing. All right, or now you could save some money if you do the bigger package. That's for both. So instead of $1,300, you save a couple $100, and you can get a full marketing analysis and a full caregiver analysis for a couple $100 less. We also are offering a deluxe analysis package. All right, I'll show you. The deluxe package is it's $1,700, and that comes with a whole lot of other services. That's like that's a 3 to 6 session thing, depending on what it is that you're getting. So let me just run through this again. Depending on which version of the package you get, I think the full package is like 8 or 10 weeks. I mean, it's a lot of time we spend together, so we charge accordingly. All right, so each one of the regular ones get the custom demographic maps on PDF. You get the Excel data sheets, a downloadable video of me actually walking through what I went through and why I did the analysis the way we did. And you will also get a one-to-one coaching session for an hour after we've done the analysis. This way you can ask me any questions and we can work through things together. The deluxe packages are a lot more expensive because they're a lot more time consuming. And it comes with all of the stuff that you get up there. You also get an ROI analysis. So basically, we actually run through all of your marketing activities and your recruitment activities, and we take a look to see if you're actually making your money back, or more precisely, how much activity you need in order to make your money back. All right. We also run through, if your issue is recruitment, a full deep dive analysis on your caregiver turnover rates, your retention practices. We give you an assessment. You know, we go through quality assurance implementation, so that you can not only help improve your retention practices, but also eliminate a lot of the nonsense with your caregivers, and bring about better outcomes when it comes to your marketing. So those are our two services there. Now the next one that we're going to be going through here, we're bringing back, if you guys noticed, the group changed, the title of the group changed. It's now the Briones Homecare Business Group. And here's what this is. I get a lot of requests for people that want to work with me, and then the thing is, it's a time concern. All right, so the more people that I'm trying to work with, the less quality service I can give. That's one aspect of it. The other big aspect of this is that there's only so much of me to go around. I'm very particular. I will only work with 10 agencies at a time. All right. So if I'm running a class, that's going to be a group thing, but on the one-to-one, I'll only work with one. So our home care marketing class, our business development 101, that those of you who've been following me for a while, I used to run them, about 4 times a year. Those classes, I used to sell them, anywhere from $1,000 to $1,500 per seat. Depending on how long I decided to make the program at the time. Sometimes, I'd occasionally run specials and here and there, just to give people an opportunity. So what I've done is I've decided to take the recording of the last class that I did, and I turned it into a program. All right, so right now, this is the class actually comes with 10 hours of video training. All right, I'm going to run through what that video training actually entails. Okay, it's actually more. It's closer to 12 hours, but I'll show you what it all is. It comes with all the tools that I give out. Calculators. These are custom tools. You will not be able to just go somewhere online and find them randomly. If you have some of these tools, somebody who took my class gave it to you. Okay, my tools are very specific. Okay. I am also including a couple of ebooks, okay, and marketing templates. I actually give you like a letter that you can, Word document that you can make your own, change it around, use it to introduce yourself via email or via an actual paper letter to a facility to see if you can set something up with them. All right, and it also comes with, once a month, I do a 2 to 3 hour session where I give marketing tips. I actually hand you specifically resources that you can use, and I tell you, what the marketing events are for the month that you should be aware of. They're a month behind. So, like for example, the one I did in July, all right, we actually covered September. All right, August I'm sorry, not September. We covered August because we try to do them in the before the 15th to give you guys enough time to prepare. All right, and then like for example, right now we're coming up on the holiday season. My open hours sessions, my monthly marketing meetings, they get a lot bigger. Normally, we're gonna get into this. All right, and also the full home care documentation kit, policies, procedures, templates, job descriptions, employment applications, everything that you can imagine. It's a $449 value. I will show this to you. This is the actual kit that you get. All right, I'll run through it. You can buy the kit on its own, and that's fine. But it's $449, 450 bucks. Let's call it what it is. But it comes with all of these files. Okay. All right, it's a lot. All right, and all of these things come included in that program. All right, so the price. Oh, sorry. Before we get into that, let's not quite go there. All right, so before we get in, actually, let me just run ahead and run through it. So you get the documentation kit. Now, the regular price for this course, so depending on when you're watching this, because there's not a lot of people on the live right now, so I'm sure you're going to watch the replay of it. So it's $750 for 30 days access. All right, it's at your own pace. You watch it, rewatch it, do whatever you want with it. And then if you need more time, it's only $79 a month for every month after. So you can stay subscribed to this as long as you want, and you'll keep having access as long as you're paying the monthly fee. The reason I set this up this way is because I always get asked after the class is over, I need more time with the materials. I need more time with the materials. So this is what we're doing. All right, I made it a subscription. You can keep looking at it. If you take the class and you hold on to it, and you know you're going to hire a marketer, and you want them to understand how to market, this is a great solution. You pay the fee up front and just keep it active. And if you have high turnaround of marketers, this is a good way to save you the time and effort it's going to take to train your staff. All right, so let's take a look at what this actually does. All right, so this is the actual program. All right, it's marketing and business development. Now this, I run through every one of these facilities in detail. What are your assisted livings? What are your home health agencies, doctor's office, 55 communities, so on and so on and so on. These are all videos. Okay. Skilled nursing facilities, otherwise known. All right, and each one of these videos, you can make them full screen. You can, they come with a description of what's going on with everything. I tell you who the referral partners to look for in there, and I give you marketing tips on how to work with these facilities. All right, so these, and it's also dynamic on mobile. So even if you buy the program and you don't have time to sit there, you can come back, look at it on your mobile phone. I know some people are trying to open agencies and they're still holding a full-time job. This is great for when you've got breaks at work and you can go through the work, all right? Once you have an understanding of what types of facilities you're trying to market to, all right, we're going to go through the training replays. This is an actual live class that I did, and we go into a lot of detail on all of this stuff. Let's see. Here we go. Tend to go to those neighborhoods. And we go into a lot of detail. These classes are not short, okay? This is not some fly-by-night thing where you're going to get like a 1 or 10-minute, 20-minute trainings and a bunch of little classes. This is a very, very detailed class. You guys can go through. Right on my website is my Google reviews. You can take a look on Google, look on our Facebook page. There's people in this group that have taken the class. Believe me, it is extremely, extremely detailed. So these videos are at 1.5 to 2.5 hours. Okay, I'm sorry, 2 hours and 12 minutes is the longest one. All right, so you're looking at hour and 12. Sorry, here we are. Hour and a half for the first one, 2 hours for the second one, an hour and 20 minutes for the third one, 2 hours and 12 minutes. So you're getting a lot of training. Beyond that training, you're also getting a very detailed walkthrough on how to work with Google Maps. It's not what you think. It's not how to find the closest deli, okay? This is how to turn Google Maps into an extremely powerful planning tool for your business, okay? Then how to set up basic setup of your Facebook page. Very important. A lot of people, so I'm surprised as much as people come on Facebook that they don't know how to set one up, but they don't. Okay, and it's questions that I get a lot. A full breakdown of what SEO actually is. Okay, this is one of our partner companies, the company that actually built this website for us. They were kind enough to put together a quick training video, really breaking down what SEO is, Google, what mistakes not to make, and it'll help save you a ton of money when it comes to marketing digitally. How to set up your Gmail account, how to set up segmentation if you're going to work with MailChimp or any other, what segmentation is and how to break it up so you can do it. And here's a walkthrough of a bunch of websites, okay, that will help save you money and time and effort and really target and drill down where you need to go, how you need to market so that you can get results faster. Then you get all the downloads with it. Sales templates, territory analysis links, how to write a sales pitch or your value proposition, your elevator pitch, and how to do presentations. How to make sure your competitive analysis, a marketing planner, business development. This is a full ebook desk reference guide. A cheat sheet, another sales book template, a full book that I sell independently for $15 on how to do lunch and learns. All right, that work, believe me, I get a ton of results and tons of business out of lunch and learns when I used to do marketing full time. And the intro Word document template, a workbook that you can break down and use to effectively target facilities. Don't spin your wheels. Don't sit there and use the shotgun approach. I say this a lot in a lot of videos and a lot of things that I do. Target, target, target. And if you know where you're going, 2 weeks prospecting will save you 6 months of useless marketing. A calculator so you know exactly, down to the minute, how many hours you need to bill to stop bleeding money. Okay, so that those first year of business when you're sitting there struggling, trying to figure out if you're going to keep your lights on, no more guesswork. Well, you'll know once you hit so many hours billed, the business shouldn't be costing you much at all. Okay. A gross margins calculator. Biggest mistake business owners make, especially in home care, they don't understand their margins. And the documentation template kit. It's a download, it's a zip file, they're all there. You unzip the file and start editing your Word documents. All right, so in the description box, okay, what we did was, because this is the group, you guys are the first place I'm announcing this, okay, about this program. So what I did was, if you decide you're going to go pay for it and you want to sign up for the class and you want to do all of this, there is a coupon code in the description box that's going to give it to you for $650, so that's $100 off. And if you, as long as you can only use the coupon once, but as long as you keep the subscription alive, instead of $80 a month, it's going to be $50 a month. So this is a huge savings long term. If you just take the class and then extend it out another 30 days, you saved $130, plus all the other value you get. Take a look. All the links that you need are in the description. this will be our last, well, at least our last more official live that we're gonna do, until after we finish our relocation. You guys, if you have any questions, I am available on Facebook. Just leave a comment, or leave send me a direct message, and we'll see you guys.